Why do I link nervous system? Because nervous believe in the 3D reality. We know it, right? And in this reality, we have sensory experiences. We have five senses, right? And we translate the frequency, the vibration, the information from the field through the five senses. And what translates it? Nervous systems, our nervous systems. So it is very important to understand this subject. And based on that translation, and then perhaps some experiences, you build familiarity in your own brain. So your brain's compartments become kind of arranged in a way that is they're expressing your past experiences and your way of looking onto the future. Creation is not really occasional; it is continuing involvement, it's continuation. So the question is, what are you creating? From what state are you creating? Are you creating from the past by referencing every single new experience to the old one? Or are you creating from the newness, from expansion, from the awareness that there is a greater possibility? Ask yourself this question, because this is what determines your next steps. All right? Here, he doesn't say force, he doesn't say struggle, he doesn't say make things happen, right? No, he says desire, because our desires, like real heart desires and strong intentions, from the pure heart, because nothing else works, only purity of heart works. It becomes a signal, like a real signal, so that things can come to you in a way that you will look like backwards in time and say, wow, it looked like a magic, it was like a miracle. And I'm so happy until now, even look at it, what this happened to me, and it feels like still like a new thing to me, because it still brings those exciting kind of feelings, but yet it still feels natural. It doesn't what you call it, there is a word for it, it doesn't become boring for me. It doesn't shock me with some bad revelations. It only surprises me in the most delightful ways. This is what means if your desire comes. This desire is from the heart, okay? Desire is not only revealing what we want, but it also reveals where consciousness is trying to elevate. So it's what I do. Look at it like an expansion, because to be honest, understanding what dream, what desire is, it holds the frequency of your soul's awareness, uh, expansion, because you have risen to a certain point where you saw totally different possibilities, desires. So this is a point of celebration, expansion overall. And the fact is, it only feels like a good thing, like an expansion, only when you are connected to your desire from the heart, not from your mind, not your logical mind. It will be nice to have that. Yeah, it will be nice, of course. But if you're not connected to your desire with your heart, with your real heart, with the feeling of receptivity, of gratitude, because what is gratitude? Being able to receive and welcome whatever you desire, so gracefully welcome. So yes, it's very nice. And many experiences arrive because like they arrive before you even understood your assumptions, right? You had those experiences, and before you even understood these states, and before you practice manifestation subject altogether, but they still appeared. So not every manifestation is intentional. It's also important to understand, but every manifestation can become informative to you if you open your eyes, open your heart, and understand. Yeah, what's the information behind every manifestation you have? Like, what is the architecture behind of your dreams, of your desires, and your longing? Because if it really is a desire, the reality, the infinite, the source, the divine intelligence will make sure to gift it to you, to give it to you. But you have to be receptive for it. You have to do the work as well. You have to be able to become someone different. Meaning, you have to forget about your past and look at the life with the lenses of the new you. This is very important, you guys. All right. because your past was created by the person you were in the past, and your future is yet to be written by the person that is you who will write that future. So choose this state um, deliberately, choose the state consciously, and practice the feelings inside of you. Practice it. Practice, and connect always to your heart, because your heart will always say what your real desire is, and a new life really begins the moment a new state, like desired state, becomes home to us. So, and for us, it becomes our home eventually. So when your assumptions change, when the way you view the world changes, when you become totally in love with your life, because I think, like most people, they try, even they think of certain things, desire certain things, but even when they reach it, they just look at it. It's still it's not like what I imagined. But why? Because it was a mind desire, it was an ego desire, analytical mind, right? But if you're desiring from the heart, it will always be expansive experience. You're gonna generate more beautiful things in your life. All right. That overall movement remains always upward. It's always directed upward. Why? Because if it's not familiar to you, congratulations, you have already stepped into a new state. But your job now is to regulate yourself, to integrate yourself into that state. All right. So your job is to anchor yourself in that new state. It is unfamiliar because your old version of yourself, old you, was not used to experiences or whatever is happening, manifesting right now. So if you make deliberate choice, and if your desire is real desire from your heart, there will be a moment you will convince yourself, and you'll convince your reality to open the doors, open the opportunities, give you opportunities, and to make you ready, welcome whatever you really desire, like really desire. Okay.